Good evening, friends. Today we are going to start with another topic of class 12th, challenges of nation building. In this chapter, we will be discussing the three biggest challenges faced by independent India, the country that got its freedom in 1947. The first challenge was to restore democracy, second to promote the well-being of the society, and the third to shape the nation. All these three challenges were there before the independent India, the country that got its freedom in 1947. The freedom came with the partition of the country. Two separate nations were created, India and Pakistan. So it was very important to meet all these challenges with self confidence, and our country tried its level best. Moving on to two nation theory. India was partitioned on the basis of two nation theory propounded by given by Muslim League, where they demanded the creation of a separate state, Pakistan, on the basis of religion. So we are going to say that this separate nation, Pakistan, was created on the basis of religion. Moving on to consequences, impact of the partition. The partition was itself very tragic. The country witnessed its biggest displacement and communal violence on both the sides, India and newly created state Pakistan. This communal violence was not easy for the people. It was really a very tragic phase, a very traumatic phase in which people saw the biggest challenge and the people saw the biggest violence on both the sides of the borders. Women were abducted, and it was a communal violence which witnessed its biggest displacement. Lot of people had to evacuate their original homeland, and the partition and the process of partition was really a tougher one. Here we are going to discuss the era of new beginning. Our first Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru delivered his famous speech with the name Trust with Destiny, in which he addressed the people of the country to believe that the new time and the new phase is going to witness, in which we will be entering with self confidence, self belief that our country is going to accelerate. Now, here during partition, communal riots were there. Lahore, Kolkata, and Amritsar were considered as the communal zones where the widespread violence was there based on the community. There were widespread riots among the people. Let's discuss the establishment of the refugee camps. Refugee camps, as you all know, the temporary shelters provided to the people who evacuated from their original homelands. So the biggest challenge was how to restore and how to provide a temporary shelter to the people. Now we are going to discuss the very important part of this chapter, instrument of accession. There were total 565 princely states were there, and the fate of these princely states had to decide by the diplomatic efforts of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So the instrument of accession was a document by which rulers had to sign, and they will show their willingness to join the Indian domain. It was the efforts of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel by which these princely states were incorporated in Indian domain. So the instrument of accession was itself a very important document signed by the rulers of these princely states. This instrument of accession played an important role to discuss the fate of the princely rulers and where they will be deciding whether they will be joining Indian domain.